Yo, Mike T, Iron Mike, country life is what it's all about. These mountains I don't want to be found in, streams and fountains I want to be drowned in. From the creek out in 100 degrees down in the water near land. On days hotter where I camp, I don't want to be bothered by any man. I like it out in nature, I'd rather have a house without neighbors outside of town. I'll stay there, need a couple thousand to have a place where I'm only surrounded by wild game like bears. I just want a fortress and a forest, being able to afford to live without a mortgage and no shortages. I just want to live off the grid, on the ridge in the wilderness, near rivers to catch some fish off the grid. Only need family and a few friends, homesteading around these trees, moving on land around me, through it, wanting the farm life with the barn outside for these animals to help produce food, cause soon we won't be able to buy any food. It's the only way to put food on the table, cause prices are too huge with the inflation happening. I'd rather stay in a cabin cause I can't pay for rations at grocery stores, as we're globally forced to locally farm cause nobody could afford proteins anymore. Facing the greatest depression ever, this is the nation can't make it together with the chains of oppression tethered together. I'd rather go off the grid and not acknowledge all this bullshit and politics has gotten us into debacle again. I'd rather go off the grid, do some ginsenging in the fall till they spring again, to stock up and then plant some crops to be fed well, cause the next spell could be drier, so the fields need to be leveled by dirt field and reshoveled for cornmeal developed. Plowing the ground up and rain in a gallon drum to water the thousands of plants on the field when it's drought 80 above in temperature. It's good to have a cistern to replenish a dry season. Too expensive to buy feeding your kids, which needs some vitamins and ingredients to like to be eaten without unaffordable costs. It's more affordable with crops you plant yourself. If you had land as well, if I was off the grid, I wouldn't rely on shit, cause I just want to live without struggling off the grid.